What's up, everyone? Dan Pierre, the bald guy here. It's all about the work. It's all about the work. This is a really important concept and way of doing things to understand, regardless of whatever your endeavor is, whether it's a new business or perhaps an existing one, whether you're looking to move up the ladder at a job, or if it's in life in general, in your personal relationships and in other ways. It's all about the work and the quality of it. And we're going to talk much more about that here in this video straight ahead on the It's the Bald Guy channel. So not enough of this attitude and way of thinking and approach are being used in many areas these days. Too many people are expecting to get top results with very little effort. In the case of some new entrepreneurs starting a business, whether a home-based business or a conventional sort, a lot of the expectations are to make top money literally overnight. Now, many have realistic expectations, but due to false advertising, false expectations can be built up. And so the expectation is, hey, this business is supposed to be easy, and therefore I will just work it, and I'm going to make a lot of money in a short period of time. It's all about the quality of the work you do. Getting paid top dollar for minimum effort, the so-called entitlement way of thinking and doing when taking a new job or setting sights on a new career, also does not lead to success. People who have these attitudes and take these approaches usually end up as miserable failures, quite frankly. They start a business with super enthusiasm, but they are too arrogant and too careless to acknowledge that their success will be predicated upon the quality of the work that they put in. Without putting in the work and the quality needed and ensuring that it is high quality, people who start a business or we're trying to climb the corporate ladder or whatever they're doing will rapidly fade to the back seat. Absolutely. Whether starting a home-based business or looking to advance your career, it's important, first off, to be customer-centric. You need to be customer-focused strictly. Make it about them, not about you. I want to relay a story where I was treated with anything but a customer-centric way. Here goes. I recently had some work to do here in my property, some trees to be taken down and other things being done. A lot of work, big job. And I tied out with a company that I'd used before. We agreed on a price, and the only thing we did not agree on at that time was when the job would be done. We had storms recently in the area, and there was a lot of damage. They were servicing other customers, and they were going to be tied up for a few weeks out into the future. Well, one day, a couple of weeks after I made the arrangement with them, I called and spoke with the office manager, and I wanted to know what it looked like now. When would they be here? What's the outlook? And I was treated very rudely, very curtly, and very abusively. And I really didn't appreciate that. And my response to it all was, well, I'm not going to use you because I'm not going to be treated that way, nor should I be. I'm a repeat customer, which I was. Also, we had referred this company plenty of business as well. So they really had no basis to treat me that way. And the result was they lost business. They lost revenue, and also, even more than that, they lost any possibility of any future referrals that we may have given them. The pity of it is that they do good work. When they're here on the job, they do good work, but they really don't know how to treat customers well. I later spoke with the owner of that company. He was very unapologetic and for some reason chose to back his employee, and therefore I just dismissed them, and as would anyone. So they were not customer-centric. They lost focus on the customer or repeat customer, and they also lost focus about doing their work in a quality fashion, whether it's customer relationships or whatever, and especially customer relationships. So that's a great example and unfortunately a real one, that of how to not do things and how you can lose business by not doing quality work in every way. There's an old saying, the way you do anything is the way you do everything. And, to me, it's more of a saying. It's more than just that. It's more of a principle by which to live by and to function by. People perform at different levels, but by and large, it is those who are all about the work and the quality of it who get the results. They don't expect results and fortune to happen by osmosis or entitlement. Rather, they know that the ones who excel and who will have the most success are all about the work. It doesn't necessarily mean that you have to work harder. Rather, you have to work smarter and ensure that your work is of as high a quality as possible. The proof in the pudding is with one of my favorite actors of all time, whose name is Patrick Mcnee. Many of you probably remember Patrick Mcnee as having the lead role on the 60s cult TV series, The Avengers. He also played in many, many other roles on stage and screen, as well as commercials, very familiar face and voice. And some years back, about 25, 30 years ago, I saw him interviewed on a talk show, and he was among several other actors and actresses in a discussion type of format. And there was a host who was asking them questions. And while not quoting Patrick Mcnee per se, Mr. Mcnee imparted that it is all about the work. To him, it's all about the work, namely knowing what you are doing. It's not about the fame, but it's about the quality of what you are doing, knowing what you are doing, knowing why you're doing it, and ensuring that the focus and emphasis isn't purely upon the reward, but rather on acknowledging that work is required and that you must inject the quality into it. Otherwise, you are nobody special, and what you are doing becomes passionless and over time less and less successful. Mr. Mcnee, like other great actors and actresses, was constantly fine-tuning his craft, as he imparted to the group listening, trying different techniques, constantly asking himself about what's working and what isn't. Despite his many years of experience, what can he learn to further improve was also a question that he frequently asked himself and that he frequently explored. So I admire that. I still remember that interview all these years, and not only did I like Patrick's acting, but I also remember that really registered with me even all these years later. So it's all about the work. You want to live the life of your dreams, and if you want to achieve your goals, start a business as a way to get there, or climb the corporate ladder to success, you have to make it about others. Make it about your customers. Make it about those with whom you interrelate. Get rid of arrogance in your attitude. Throw out your ego. Know what you're doing. Know why you're doing it. Know what your objectives are. Know where you want to be by when in your life and in your career and in your business, in your job, etc. Know that even if what you're doing isn't what you want to do permanently right now, maybe it's a stepping stone, or maybe it's a job that you had to take because maybe you lost a previous job, perhaps you were furloughed, unfortunately, and you're in a job that you really don't want to be in. Nonetheless, still do it full-heartedly anyway, because of that known principle. The way you do anything is the way you do everything. The way you approach anything in life is the way that you approach everything. Constantly self-evaluate about the quality of the work that you are putting in. Ask yourself those questions. What's working? What isn't? What do I need to improve and get better at? In life, you can achieve anything you want to achieve, but it's all about the work that's going to get you there. A saying says to keep your eye on the prize, right? We've heard that all the time. It's very aggressive, very assertive approach. Keep your eye on the prize, but that's only part right. There's nothing wrong with that, but that's only part right. The most important thing is the quality of the work that you are doing. If you focus there and constantly alter and fine tune and measure what you are doing, you will get there. You will get the prize. You will achieve your goals and objectives. So the quality of the work, it's all about the work itself and how you do it. If you find this video useful and or inspiring, feel free to share it with others, won't you? And also, please click like, click subscribe, as well as the notifications bell to keep up to date on all else that'll be coming down the pipe here on the It's the Bald Guy channel. And also feel free to leave comments in the comments section. Love to hear from you, love to correspond with you, and love to make this meaningful and valuable for you. So in the meantime, thanks for listening and watching to this video. This is Dan Pierre, the Bald Guy here. Bless you. We look forward to you watching and listening on future videos right here on the It's the Bald Guy channel. Bye for now.